Hello, everybody. Welcome. We'll give it a minute. Boom. Testing, testing. Are we live? Is it working? Anybody in there?
Hello, everybody.
Yep, it's working.
Welcome.
All right, sweet. How's everybody doing tonight? Thanks for coming back and joining us on Crypto After Dark. I'm Keith. Arthur's over here. What's up?
What up? Alright, I got it working now.
Nice. So what's been going on in the markets lately? Holy shit. We'll get to that in a minute. We'll start with the bots. Satoshi Stacker has been a little active lately, while Spot Long has been stuck in a trade since I think like the 23rd or something like that of February.
I haven't checked my bot yet. Have you checked Phil's by any chance?
No, I haven't had a chance for that yet.
Okay.
But here's the results of the past 24 hours, the past week, past month, and total profit made between Satoshi Stacker and Spot Long. And there's like $90 in Spot Long and about $100 in Satoshi Stacker to give like for reference. So let's go down the list of trades here.
This is your long spot?
Yep. There's not really going to be a lot update because as you can see, since the 23rd of February, it's been stuck in anchor. And right now it's 12 of 15 deep. But other than that, up to that point, it was going fine. Sometimes it gets stuck. It was very active on the 23rd. Holy crap. It wasn't until it actually got that one final trade in anchor where anchor just really must have taken a turn. So let's go to the anchor chart and see what happened. Look at a daily. Yeah, as you can see, it had to have entered. Yep, 23rd was right up here. And you could see that it has dropped a lot. So let's pull up a price range to see exactly how much. We won't count wicks. We'll just do the closes. Currently, you're looking at minus 43% drop. So
I don't even know what anchor. What's anchor?
Anchor is. Let's pull it up. Network building a full stack cloud infrastructure and marketplace for container-based cloud services, so data center owners can monetize on idle computational resources through the Anchor Cloud platform. Node operators can utilize idle cloud resources from data centers to run blockchain nodes on favorable pricing. All right, so the token used, yeah, it's like a utility token.
For cloud-based applications.
It's interesting. I'm sure there's a niche for it. But yeah, down 43% since my bot got into it. Where does it need to get out is the question. So let's get rid of that real quick. Oh crap. Sorry about that. Could not find the spot to get rid of that. So we'll just reload. And then we'll check out the position for Satoshi Stacker. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, there it is. I'm just an idiot.
So your long spot's been doing a little better for me because I've mine got all the way up to the 4th. So I've been stuck on the 4th on EOS at the moment.
Oh, okay.
But it's 7 orders deep in EOS.
I'll look at the EOS chart in just a minute. I want to find out. All right, so the sell price is 3.475 cents. So that would be somewhere around. All right, yeah. So it needs to bounce. How much more? Oh, that's the wrong tool. Either way, like as far as like where positioning wise and the moving averages, it's somewhere around that moving average. What the heck are they using on this one? I think it's the 30 MA. Yeah, so it needs to bounce which it looks like it's going to get out if you're just patient. It absorbed a really large drop and it will get out, get into profit, and move on its way. So let's jump into Satoshi Stacker real quick.
I think that drop is expected anyway, just from the FUD.
Yeah, that.
Thank you, America.
Yeah. The only thing I was getting is that it handled such a large drop, and it didn't take a loss on it. It kind of in investor mode at the moment, but it hasn't taken a loss, and it's just going to keep moving on. Come on, this stuff is going slow, and I went on the wrong one. Alright, sorry about that. Bots. Here we go. Satoshi Stacker. So you can see it's made a total of $4, and it's got about 0.005 in there. On a percentage basis, we'll get to that part in a minute, but let's go over some of the active trades that it's been in. So it's been doing pretty good. Had an active day past few days. On the 2nd, it was stuck from the 2nd until the 8th, it looks like. Yeah, just my cat. Don't worry about that, guys. But yeah. So Satoshi Stacker's been quite active lately. It's doing well. Okay, so let's go to the statistics on that one. So the spot long bot, I made an adjustment to it, and I don't have any active stats because it's been stuck for so long. But Satoshi Stacker has been running long enough to produce some actual stats. It's up 3.3%, and it's averaging at about 0.24% per day. And they're in the marketplace. If anyone's interested and you don't have it and you're considering it, it's right here.
Mine has made trades every day this month so far. Hasn't got stuck once yet.
Good to know. Good shit.
Mine's currently on each Bitcoin, 2 orders deep.
So the first one I wanted to look at that you were talking about was EOS, just to see where you were at, and then we'll look at the Bitcoin chart and we'll go there.
But Steve's bottom still on Tezos, obviously. I've been there for
EOS is making a nice bottom right here. You can see heavy accumulation. So where is your exit price?
Let's look at that. Right now, I'm Satoshi Stacker. Also go so I should probably I'm on your Wi-Fi.
No, that's okay. Oh, you can't. There's no way I can make sense of any of that right now. Are you able to pull up your exchange and see like where your orders are actually at?
Yeah.
All right, sorry guys. All right, let's look at Bitcoin for now. The chart kind of looks similar though.
I forgot it was 7 on this week.
You can see that it's also making this nice V-shaped bottom here. You know, where's my chart? Where's my chart? None. Question is, which one do I usually do it on? Yep, there we go. That's better. So I'm kind of projecting out a recovery, something like that. But you got your two levels right here. If you zoom out a bit. Let's get rid of the drawing. So looks like we got a really nice bounce off the 200 simple moving average and wicking off this prior support level over here. Now the question is, it's probably gonna rally up into this cross, but oh, that's interesting. All right, so you got the 55 EMA crossing down below the 200 EMA, but you also got the in the yellow here, that's the 21 EMA. So you've got all three of these about to cross down. So even you could probably, it looks like it's bouncing and probably going to bounce into that area. So from here, if you were to get into the 200 EMA, that's going to get you about 6% bounce. Oh man, here I go, click happy. Okay. If it can get up as high as that, so you're looking at maybe another 6%, maybe 7% bounce. That's not to say that we're reversing or anything right now. We got some pretty bad news, bearish territories. We could be going lower, but I'm kind of looking at this area as a pivot point. Either you come up here, test into this cross and get rejected, continue down, or maybe I'll draw it out. So you come on up into this, see what happens. Maybe it gets rejected, bounces back up, and takes its legs down. And you just kind of get a series of lower highs and lower lows, downtrend. I mean, that's kind of natural, right? Or maybe something a little different happens. How do I get rid of this? Maybe, it does rally up into this, and it's quite strong. Makes a base up here before making its way back up and making a uptrend.
I think that's more along the lines of hopium at the moment.
Yeah, that is some serious hopium right there. But you know what? We're just gonna draw it and give people their daily dose. That's none of this is financial advice, of course. This is just drawings on a chart. Anyways, moving on. Let's look at some of the news because, it would help to put a little bit of context into the chart.
So my sell order's at 121 for EOS.
All right, so let's go back to EOS real quick.
I used to be huge on EOS originally, and then they just never did anything.
Yeah, they started with huge funding and everything. All right, so 121. You said way up here?
Yeah.
I'm not calling you kitty cat. Cat's like, what? Bad news? I'm going to scratch the couch.
Hey, no. It also has buy orders for if it drops lower. It's trying to buy it at 80 cents.
Oh, okay. So at least it'll bring your average down.
Yeah.
I mean, it could get up there. I mean, it rallies like a son of a bitch. It'll probably gonna take another couple days to get there. Like how many bars or something like that take on a reversal? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 maybe. So this is bar 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, you could probably get there in another 5 days.
I'm not really worried about that, like I said, because if it drops lower, it has the buy orders, and yeah. The one I'm worried about is Steve's bar because it's been stuck with Tezos for a while.
So I don't want to go on too much of a rant, but inflation-proof Arizona iced tea still 99 cents. Amazing. I apologize, kind of rude, but if people know about Arizona iced tea, you definitely need to get you some. All right, back to the news. So let's start with let's start with the banks, and then we'll move on to how that ties into USDC stablecoin. So right now you have major liquidity crisis, banks going down. So where's the first one? SVB, Silicon Valley Bank. This bank was holding large amounts of USDC's deposits. So let's read a little bit. On Wednesday, Silicon Valley Bank was a well-capitalized institution seeking to raise some funds within 24 hours of panic induced by a very venture capital community that SVB had served and nurtured. Right, so regulators seized its deposits in the largest U.S. banking failure since the 2008 financial crisis and the second largest ever. The company's downward spiral began late Wednesday when it surprised investors with news that it needed to raise $2.25 billion to shore up its balance sheet. What followed was the rapid collapse of a highly respected bank that had grown alongside its technology clients. All right, so this article over here was saying that there was about $43 billion in cash reserves.
Jesus.
43. I thought it was the first number right here, which I was talking about in the Telegram. I thought it was about $9 billion.
43 billion.
I was off. It seems that it's about 43 billion.
That's a pretty big well right there.
So US-based stablecoin issuer Circle held part of its USDC's cash reserves at SBV as of January 17th. USDC is the second largest stablecoin of the market. Let's see. With 43 billion circulating supply. Oh, okay. So, all right. So of the 43 billion, maybe 9.8. Oh yeah, 9.8. All right, so I was right. So 9.8 billion of the $43 billion reserves. Wow. All right, so that is a decent chunk of it. So yeah, as you know, USDC is supposed to be backed 1-to-1, not just with cash, but other like treasuries. So you can see the full list of banks here that held cash. Circle said last week that it cut ties with Silvergate Bank, so that was the other bank that went out. So all right, so not only did Silicon Valley Bank go down, but it was also Silvergate Bank. So let's go back and touch on that one just real fast, in case anybody doesn't really know what's going on. We'll just bring up what's going on.
I actually don't know what's going on because I've been in the cave working on a tutorial the last couple of days.
All right, so let's start with the CNBC article. Crypto-focused bank Silvergate is shutting operations and liquidating after a market meltdown.
So you're saying Silvergate is owned by...
Well, hold on. I'm just going to separate it real quick. You got Silvergate as a bank that's like a technology and... no, not technology. That's the other one that I started out. Now I'm getting sidetracked. Silvergate was the crypto-focused bank, and they had a like a special network for on-ramps of USD fiat. As we know, banks operate Monday through Friday, and like they don't really do anything over the weekends or at night. But what Silvergate had done created a network that allowed them to move money like for their customers anytime. So without having this network, it's going to make it very more difficult for the average user to get their money on and off the crypto market. There are other ramps, but this was like one of the largest ones from what I understand. So without this, it's like I was saying, it's going to either make the market swing wildly, or like when it shut down, if you remember those several days of the market not moving at all,
Yeah.
if there was no money coming in or out, that could have been the reason why. That could have been the byproduct of Silvergate shutting their network down and a lot of money slowing down basically and the market stagnating. So until some of like the what do you want to call them, like whatever, like, oh, what the heck's the word, I'm having a brain fart.
No, I know what you mean.
Like the backups, like whatever backups they might have had, like they had to have like some sort of backups or other options, but it takes time to get those things moving.
So that could have been the cause of why we were going sideways for weeks.
Well, it was about a week, yeah. So you got Silvergate going down, and that gets rid of that USD ramps, and then you've got where's the next one that we were just talking about? SBV Bank, which was actually taking like high risk loans from like technology companies, and they were doing quite well while it was all on the rise. But now a lot of them are starting to go under because they didn't have like a working product or whatever, failing to pay their loans. Now this bank, they took a lot of risk in that area and they didn't diversify, I guess. I'm not like a financial advisor or anything, but that's like kind of the gist that I've got from the news articles I've read, and that could be one of the reasons they're going down.
Was this the one I saw Marky post something with Silver Valley Bank in our group chat?
I believe she posted on one of these two, yes. Okay. But when you get both these banks going down, I will now go into TradingView. So let's look up like JP Morgan, like just for shits and giggles. Let's just start looking up. You want to see the collateral damage? Like, so I bet you they had a very bad day. Had a bad day, but it recovered pretty strong. Let's see. What's another bank? Maybe what's Bear Stearns ticker? Oh man, I didn't come prepared for that part. Sorry guys, I don't want to waste too much time. I was looking at it earlier. I don't have any of the examples. Violet, you need to leave that alone. Sorry, my cat. Alright, so let's go back to some other reasons why the market has been going down. Ethereum is getting a hit. The New York Attorney General wants to label that as a security. If you know about the consensus mechanism, since it's turned to proof of stake, and you're basically earning yield for holding it, they're trying to claim that it is a security. All right, another thing that was found in their filing in the lawsuit against Kucoin for failing to register with the state for facilitating cryptocurrency transactions on its platform. So yeah, they're also going after Kucoin. So the SEC is going after everything left and right now. So one thing that has been going on, there's been trying to get like a BTC ETF, but the SEC has been, blocking the spot version, although they've allowed the futures version. Not really sure like why they're doing that. Supposedly the SEC is saying that the spot BTC ETF could, have too much manipulation, but that makes no sense because the futures version tracks the price of the spot market, so that it makes no sense.
A lot of things that do make no sense.
Yeah.
Like attacking crypto this hard after spending so much money. They spent billions of dollars to upgrade their taxes in order to incorporate crypto. So by attacking crypto, they're going to lose out.
Well, a lot of people have most likely had a loss that they can most likely, if they are able to write it off on their taxes as a loss, you can carry that forward. So yeah, the SEC is gonna, or not the SEC, but the IRS is most likely losing.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They're going to shoot themselves in the foot over
capital gains income this year. I'm not saying that they did that on purpose, but perhaps. So the market over the week, past 7 days, pretty red. Tether up.
There's blood on the streets.
Yeah, blood on the streets. Bitcoin currently at 20,624. It is recovering. You got Ethereum at 1469.
It tested below 20 for a second, did it? Or did it not quite go that low?
No, it was like 19.6, I think.
Yeah, so it did go below 20.
19.650.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
BNB at 279. So you got USDC. You can see that that's actually bleeding.
It's at 279. I got BNB at 270 this morning.
Crypto wallets withdraw 902 million USDC from centralized exchanges. So yeah, it looks like they are trying to liquidate their USDC reserves when they don't have any, because it's in the bank. I don't mean to laugh, but that's horrible. That looks like why you would see USDC down and Tether up. Let's see, XRP 37 cents, Cardano. Is there anything else up during now? What is this Leo?
We'll check on the back end.
Got any questions going on right now? There's not really a whole lot to go on with the bots right now because it's not making any trades at the moment. It was going crazy earlier.
We got a lot of people from our Telegram overseas, so usually when we go this late, it's kind of empty street.
Yeah, the analytics show that people tend to show up later, like watch after the stream is done, which is all good. I could maybe consider. Well, no, it's after dark. We got to do this after dark, baby. So we'll just look at the chart real quick on what the bot's doing. We won't run a super long stream tonight. So if XMR needs to get out at 68.48, that is not really much of a bounce to go. Yeah, that will most likely be out pretty soon. Oh, that's on a daily chart. Yeah, maybe in a couple more hours. And Anchor, as we already know, Anchor's stuck in a hole. It still has a few more trades. It's not completely bottomed out, but it only has about 3 more to go. It does look like it's actually trying to make a recovery. So it doesn't look like I'm going to have to take a loss on this one. Maybe a couple more days I'll be out. So one thing I wanted to touch on, let's we're not going to actually make a bot, but let's kind of walk through the steps and show the people how to make one. Let's call it example. We'll just give it a number. So you have your list of exchanges down here. You know, you got BitGet, Bittrex, Bybit, Huobi, Kraken is no longer with us, I believe. Kucoin. Man, like, why do I laugh at the darkest shit?
Yes, all my exchanges are
Revenuebot.
going down the shitter.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yes, I lost $1 billion on
Whoa!
FTX.
Yes. All right, so you gotta choose your API key. So you have to have that set up beforehand. I believe I have a video on that. If you check through the videos. So then, choose your pair. Oh, come on. What is happening? There. Then you choose your algorithm. We'll go along. If you haven't already made a wallet, you'll need to do that. But once you do it, you could just pull in from wherever. So this is where you set up your grid. So what I mean by that is how many orders do you want it to be and the structure of it. Martingale is basically like it's going to buy a little bit more than the order before it. So you could maybe even do one that has like a custom setup like this if you wanted. Or if you were not in the quick bot setup, you can actually make your own, like using like a professional setup and customize it a lot more in depth. But just to make things easier, I'm just kind of going through the quick guide. Just if anybody wanted to like play around and make their own bots, this is how you would do it. So let's say we're gonna make a bot that probably has like a 10% depth. So let's go 10 orders. There'll be one order for every 1%. Let's give it a normal trading mode. Suitable for most cases when the volatility is not too high. This trading mode does not take much time to control the operation of the bot. 25% price change coverage. Okay. So let's start the filters. So we want a long bot. All right. Yes. Let's edit. Yeah, no, my wallet's being used right now. So, oh, come on. I'm just trying to make a bot for the people. Crap.
You've done that multiple times already.
Yeah, I was trying to use a wallet that's already in use right now, so it's not going to be enough to fill the order. So it's not going to let me show the people. Darn it. Maybe I can go in and look at this one. So basically it would have gotten you to what this looks like anyways.
Alright, I got one question from someone.
Sure.
They said, at what point should I stop my bot? It's been stuck on sand for 3 weeks.
So that's really up to you. Like some people don't mind taking the loss because time is money, and you know you could cut it short and get it back into trades and earning money. It'll make it back over time. Now, I don't really like letting mine taking losses. I'm trying to build it up. I've already taken a loss and it's trying to make back for that. So personally, I don't like taking the losses, but if you're okay with it, that's something that you would have to, you know, that's your call. You know what I mean? Like every person's completely different. Like I can't really like give a blanket statement like you must turn it off after this amount of time. Like some people, like if it's been inactive for just more than a couple of days, like you know maybe like think about it. Like okay, do I want this to um, basically be stuck for a month or whatever? One thing that I do want to touch on to in the future now, in order to do it, right here, automatic algorithm flipping. So this is something that Ghost Saints is actually talking about. But from what I was reading, the way we're going to have to do this is I'm going to have to make 2 bots, and it's basically going to come as a package deal. So the first bot is going to have a pretty tight aggressive grid. So this is probably going to work well with my mean reversion strategy. So it's going to try to buy the dip, right? And price will fall down. Hopefully it will come into a range, and the bot number 1 will try to buy in that range and sell for a profit. Now, this is where this algorithm flip happens. If that turns into, say, something like a bear flag where it gets into that range, fills up some orders and fails, now we're going to switch it to be a trend following bot and go short. And it's going to take profit it's going to cancel out all the orders from bot number 1. And let's say that it was BTC USDT, right? It's going to cancel all the orders and sell it. So now it's going to be all USDT to BTC. So it'll try to buy it all back later as once the price has finally stopped dipping. So it'll just kind of start bouncing back and forth that way. That's a little bit more intricate, and I haven't had time to test anything like that out.
Is there even a way to get 2 bots to work with each other?
Yes, This is it. That's it.
Right.
That will take care of what our friend's question was.
All right, I read about that, yeah.
And it will also address, what Ghost Saints was talking about.
I had a different idea. I don't know if that would work, though.
What were you thinking?
For example, he said how he was stuck in sand.
Yeah.
Me personally, I like sand as a long-term coin, so I wouldn't mind holding it.
True. That's another thing. If you actually like sand, for example.
So that's the.
Well,
I'm sorry, I was.
It's good.
A portion of my idea. So the other idea is.
Well, check this out.
So say you had
Can you stake sand?
Say you had $1,000, right? And you were cloning bots, and that one bot was stuck in sand is only $200. So who cares if it's stuck on sand? Since you like it long term, you just let the other bots do their thing.
So let's say that you were like, all right, I guess I'll hold on to it for a while. One thing is you could stake it, and you'd obviously have to put more money back into your bot because now you're an investor. Not the original idea of the bot, but it's one way to not take a loss and potentially still make money in a different way. It looks like you can stake sand and you can earn a decent yield.
I didn't even think about that. So you mean stopping the bot and then moving it to stake, and then just letting it restart and find something else?
Yes.
That's a good idea too.
So technically you're not taking a loss. It wasn't your original idea either. But I mean, let's say like if you're going to earn 12% in a year and the tokens are going to go up, that's another strategy.
So the way sand works now, when you stake it, you don't get more sand, you get Matic.
Really?
Yeah, that's how it works now.
Not bad.
So if you go to the Sandbox's website and you stake their coin, they'll pay you Matic back for staking their coin. Yeah, see.
About staking.
I know this because I'm a long-term sand holder, so I've been staking sand and getting Matic.
Nice.
That's what I was
Well,
telling.
yeah. I mean, if I like play to earn gaming, and Sand is like a metaverse, right?
Yeah, it's pretty
Um,
much Minecraft.
yeah, I should be a good dad and buy my son some sand, because my kids love fucking Minecraft. Absolutely love it. I don't get it, but I'm old, I guess.
So Sand is pretty much Sandbox is pretty much Minecraft, but it's all users. So the users, anyone can create their own
Oh,
anything.
I've seen the plots go for some insane amounts of money, man.
Yeah.
And like, not to toot my son's horn, but like he has like some really good like creative ability. Like you let him loose like in Minecraft, and he's been building like things like the Titanic lately.
Yeah, no, he's been big on Titanic.
like you go into like some like if I let him loose into that, you're like find him like building Titanic, for example.
He built the Titanic ship with Legos the other
Yeah, like oh, it's even bigger now.
day.
It's that was just Rev A, maybe Rev B. This thing's like probably on Rev Q, R, or S, and it's much larger now. He's got windows on the proper levels. I believe he actually does it black and red now. So
Power of
more...
ADHD.
Yes, ADHD is strong with my boy. I love him. He's the man.
I have it as well, so I know.
I'm sure I have some sort of level of it, but it's a superpower. It's not bad.
You use it. That's how you build your bots.
Oh, I got some serious focus when I like something.
I
Oh,
know. I was there when you made the alligator.
uh, speaking of, let's go over indicators. I guess I'll show off what I've been building lately. Let's go in the folder. So the alligator, people might have heard about this one. This is the most basic of it. Is it still showing up everything on the screen that I'm doing? Okay, just want to make sure that, let's see. So it's pasted here. Let's add it to the chart. Now, I need to modify this one because I would have loved it to really hold that, but it timed it pretty well for the sell. I mean, it didn't really get much better than right here. Like, look at that. So this is just a mixture of 3 exponential moving averages to create the alligator. When blue goes under red and those are both under green, the mouth is opening down, bearish, you sell. Now, when blue goes over red and that's over green, it should have produced a buy signal, but it didn't because the price was just going way too fast and it didn't really, it should have produced one right over here, but I need to fine tune this a little bit better to have user input from either long or short. Right now it's trying to do both and it needs to be a little fine tuned. But that's basically how this one works, is when the mouth opens up like that, you're looking for longs, and when it opens down, you're looking for shorts. And as you...
Hello? Hello?
Steve! What's up, dude?
Yo.
How's it going, man?
Good. I'm trying to pull up it on my laptop.
What you got?
I'm trying to pull up so I can see what's going on with the YouTube right now. But
Oh, okay.
something happened. One of my friends friend who has the same bot as me. My bot did 3% today. His bot took another loss, but something happened funky. He sent me the pictures. It didn't even fully trade out. Like, it only went 14 to 15 trades. So something happened. I don't really understand.
Huh.
But, yeah, it's very strange.
Is he in the group? Does he have Telegram? Because
He's like my friend from home.
okay, I was gonna definitely refer him to the Revenuebot help team, or write a ticket, because like maybe they can check his account for a bug.
You think it could be that?
Yeah,
he
mean,
got really mad, and then he stopped his bot and stuff. But I don't understand. Like, I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, he sent me pictures of the trades, and the trades don't make any sense either. Like, the numbers, I'll send them to you, and you tell me what you think.
yeah, send them to me. I can check them after the stream, but definitely have them open up a ticket and have them. They'll be able to look it over, and maybe something went wrong, but he should have them check it.
Did you check his settings to make sure they're the same as yours?
No, he bought it from me. So, yeah, his settings are the same as mine.
Could he have mistakenly changed them by accident without anyone knowing?
No, he had the same settings as me. I know.
So let's look at one of the other bonds.
His bot took the same loss as me, like, yesterday, but this time it was different. Like,
I think this is the right one, but this is a mean reversion strategy I've got. Let's see if this produces what I'm looking for. No, this is not the right one. Actually, I think this one works good on the 30-minute now that I think about it. Yeah, this one works better on the 30-minute. If you back test it,
So what did he take a loss on?
you can see that this one does pretty well. But the way that this one works, if you put the Bollinger Bands on, it buys on the outside of it, and it's supposed to sell, you know, higher up. Like here, it worked out. It bought below the Bollinger Band and sold up above. It was supposed to short, but it went just above the stop loss.
My bot keeps getting stopped for something. It says invalid disabled pair on KU.
I bet you can increase this if we do that.
Oh no.
What happened? Oh no, does not sound good.
Oh no. It says invalid disabled pair on KU exchange, and that's the pair. I think that he got fucked on.
Oh, XAU? Oh, I heard about that.
It's BNX. But why is it still
BNX,
traded?
no.
It's not on the exchange.
It got delisted?
That's what it's saying.
Wow. Let me
I'm sending a screenshot right now to Arthur.
let me look up the news on BNX. I don't know what this one is, but let's look it up. BNX crypto.
Arthur, look at what I sent you. But yeah.
Let's look up the news.
I didn't get anything. I just got it. It says
Invalid disabled pair. It disabled on there? Wow.
Did it though?
I'm trying to find some news on it, but there's like nothing.
Yo, oh my god, it was BNX that he got screwed on too. Oh my god, something happened.
there's no current BNX on Kucoin, so yeah, it's not there anymore.
I'm going to CoinMarketCap and seeing like, yeah, if it got delisted, that's fucked.
Wait, how can they do that though in the middle of the trade and then
Because it doesn't matter if an exchange delists a coin, anything that's in the order with it goes away.
It goes to zero.
Yeah.
Will they get their money for it, right?
No.
Well, they delisted it. It's not their fault they delisted it. He got money back. They just, oh, you know what happens is if they delist it, it probably automatically makes you sell the coin.
Or, oh yeah, if it delisted, yeah, it probably did a market sell.
So he was 14 and 15 in the trade, and then it got delisted.
Force sold. Yeah, that he didn't stand a chance. So I think that means we need to be pretty picky about our coin lists and maybe be a little bit more exclusive to certain coins, and every once in a while maybe
Dude, this is crazy.
do some pruning. I think we need to do some pruning in the coin list.
Well, you already did that with yours, didn't you?
No, my coin list keeps to the top 24-hour coins, but I mean, if BNX is a top 24 traded coin because its volume is through the roof because everybody's selling it because it's getting delisted, I mean.
Well, Keith, does this mean I have to manually change the pair because it's stuck on BNX? Because it's not going to ever be okay to go to B, or will it eventually look for another one? I don't know.
Well,
it started at times.
You might just want to take it out of the list in your bot.
Yeah, so you're gonna stop your bot, and then you're gonna edit it. You're gonna take that pairing out, and then you're gonna restart the bot.
Yeah, but if I do that, then my bot won't be listed for another week.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do the same thing, man.
What the fuck, dude? But it was trading this up until like almost 9 o'clock, dude.
Oh yeah. Look on this. The top post: BNX big dump coming soon. Many exchange delisting this shitcoin. Kucoin already announced it. It was a pump and dump.
But dude, it sold the BNX from him at 251. So it wasn't delisted at that time.
What price did he get to sell it at?
What?
Do you know what price he got to sell it at?
Dude, okay, isn't the price right next to, is it the third to last thing from the right? It says completed, then the number, and then the price, right?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Let me look at my phone.
Yeah. Fuck, man. Come on, Anchor. Don't do me like that. Just like giant green to the heavens. You know what I mean? Alright, so XMR. I just want to look at what my bots are doing. Nice double top. So now I'm going to swing back up. Where's my take profit? 0868.
So Keith,
probably
it says
good,
this is what happens. There was supposed to be.
Yeah, I'm listening.
There was supposed to be a 15th high, but what happened was it just hard canceled. It never went through, so just skipped that one and went straight to the sell.
Yeah, that was most likely a force function of the exchange itself, and not anything to even do with Revenuebot.
Yeah, that's a Kucoin thing.
That means, like I was saying, yeah, we really need to prune our list to, like, remember the high doodles, like freaking high doodles. Anything with the name high in the beginning was just like going nuts. Like, yeah, it made us some money here and there, but that's what actually made my wife's account take the one big hit.
Hold on, Jack Jam here said not sold. That said in the article, it's given up the funds.
Oh, you just give them up? Oh.
But that's not what happened. That's what I'm saying. I didn't give up. Nothing got given up. He got his money. He just lost. He took a hit on it. Sold it. It like messed up the board. It says board canceled. I guess I don't know what that means. I guess it dropped too fast and it couldn't get the buy order maybe. Maybe that's it. And then it just kept going down. So it had this few stop loss maybe possibly.
I don't. I'm at a loss on that one.
But you get what I'm saying? Kind of stuff was at 14, and then the price kept dropping so rapidly because we're getting liquidated or whatever you're saying was happening to it. Basically, his buy order couldn't go through. Then it went too low, so it had to take stop loss.
Maybe. I don't know. Your guess is really as good as mine.
But eventually would have gotten bought when it went down that far.
Meta is working on a text-based decentralized social network. Interesting. Man, these markets are nuts right now. I definitely think we need to go back to the drawing board and maybe do some pruning now. I think that's one thing that...
There was still some recovery, though. I mean, we went down as low as 1950, yeah, 19,570. Wow. And then we're all the way back up to 20,400.
Did you see what I was talking about earlier, though? Let's pull up the chart one more time. Damn it. Lagging. Lag. There we go. So let me get rid of just a couple of the indicators just so that it's not so messy.
Yeah, so according to Kucoin's terms of service, when they give you forewarning that they're going to delist a coin, you have
So
until that
you got
period to sell it
that.
yourself, and if not, then it's
Probably
considered
come
that you
back up.
gave up the rights to the funds.
I mean, price could probably come somewhere up in here before falling down. I mean, up here is pretty bullish before. Like either
They also
way,
tweet
it could
updates, so I think it's a
come
if you're
somewhere
using
into this
Revenuebot,
range
it's
is what
a
I'm
good
kind of
idea to
looking
have
at. You know what I mean?
just to be following the Twitter account.
So I don't get it. So if
Like we really need to get above this pivot point right here in order to, be
What do you
bullish
mean?
again.
So BNX, that coin list is from Kucoin. So what I'm saying is, shouldn't have automatically get rid of from Revenuebot?
No, because
No, Revenuebot
Revenuebot's
will
separate
still
from
have it in
Kucoin.
there. Yeah,
Yeah.
Revenuebot and Kucoin are.
Revenuebot connects with your API key, and I'm saying they know what coins Revenuebot, what coins Kucoin has. So that's the coins that they're allowed to use.
Sure, you would think so, but
yeah, but it has no warning. So if KuCoin announces that they're going to delist a coin by a certain amount of time, Revenuebot doesn't know that.
I mean, you should just look for another fucking coin.
well, that's kind of what I mean by going back and like going to our list, like keeping like just the well-known coins on there. With our RSI filters, like it's gonna have more than enough opportunities to trade with good coins. If we just keep the shit coins out of there, that'll have plenty of opportunities. Like, yeah, we'll miss some here and there, but we're not going to have to worry as much about getting stuck in a coin that could possibly get delisted. Like the odds of Polygon or Ethereum getting delisted, what's the odds of that compared to obviously like something like BNX? Like, they're not going to delist Ethereum.
Yeah, but the thing about it is, though, if you only have those coins on there, you're not going to make a lot of money because they don't move like that.
All right.
Coins
All right, so we have to. The way KuCoin works is KuCoin has way more coins than most other exchanges.
Yeah, they do.
They have a lot of coins. So I'm right now looking into KuCoin's treatment of selection of that, and they have an area called ST. So when you look at anything labeled ST currently under KuCoin's exchange, these are coins that are under testing, meaning that they're not going to be 100% kept on the KuCoin platform, if that makes any sense. And they said while they're testing the coins, they're also doing research on the projects. And they have.
So if there's a way to exclude those coins, I want to exclude those coins.
It's called the special treatment area. These are the coins where they're allowing.
Yeah, I definitely don't want that shit in my bots. Good call. Nice find. I don't want that shit in my bots.
I just got lucky. I just realized about the ST area.
At all.
So the ST area is what allows KuCoin to have a huge, vast selection of coins. Because what they do is they allow anyone to list a coin on their exchange, but when new people list a coin on their exchange, they get the ST treatment. And then it's pretty much a warning, like, hey, you can trade with these coins, but they're not 100% yet listed on our exchange. They're just pretty much at your own risk type of coins.
So, you watch Crown, right? Do you remember the moon phases at all? He used to show this shit all the time. He refers to it as the witches. So this is one of my favorite indicators.
Oh yeah, okay. I know what you're talking about now. Yeah.
So the other day we had a bull moon. Now it was a little bit lagging, but we are starting to see that turn around.
That was one of the most ridiculous
here.
Things I've seen him do.
Dude, look at this. Look at how perfect that was timed. It basically, like, if you just blindly follow it and hold it, it works.
All right, people are going to have no idea what we're talking about.
I want to, yeah.
So Crown is a YouTuber that me and Keith follow. And he does
Eric Crown. You got to follow Eric Crown.
He has this really funny thing where he does phases of the moon along with and then he attaches them to a crypto chart as an indicator. It's pretty ridiculous.
So, yeah, we got a bull moon here. If you wrote it up to the next moon. Oh, 10% gain. If you took this moon. Oh my god, I can't believe we're doing it. This is hilarious. Next moon to moon.
I haven't seen him do the moon indicator in a while.
Oh, this is just amazing.
It's like old school.
Consulting the witches for a 41% drop. I mean, you might want to, consult the witches before trading and not your financial advisor. Or maybe get a witch as your financial advisor. I don't know. It's just hilarious.
Individual coins?
Yes. Wait, what?
How do you remove just one coin?
You go into the actual list inside the bot, like go in to edit the bot and then go into the list. I think it's like your local list or your general list. You'll have to edit that and like start Xing out the coins you don't want.
So you can just exit.
Okay. Yeah, you can remove and you can add. You can make the list exactly what you want. But if you have like, let's see, what the setting that I have where it picks like the top 24-hour coins, it's going to start adding coins left and right. Because at one point, one coin was on that list, you know what I mean? So it's just going to start adding tons and tons of coins. So every once in a while, I actually do need to go in and remove coins from my own list.
So what Keith wants to do is he's going to go into KuCoin and look at the ST treatment, and he wants to remove any coin that has ST in it.
Well, if there's actual, what is it called? Like, it allows you to have like Class A coins, Class B coins, or something like that. That is the route that I'm going to have to go, because if there is one that says ST, I'm obviously going to disable that. But keeping like Class A coins, like Bitcoin, Ethereum, keep like the top two tiers so that way you get a little bit of volatility mixed in with your safety.
I didn't even know that they had a class listing of coins.
Well, they do, and those classes are based also like on trading fees. So like the lower the class, the higher the trading fee.
Let's see if I can find that. I mean, just a listing of all the coins.
So
classes.
If you've got like a, like a Bitcoin, for example, it's gonna have like a lower trading fee than something like some shitcoin in the altcoin.
Someone on Telegram said your YouTube video is frozen.
Uh-oh. Still streaming there.
Let me check mine. I haven't.
Thank you for letting me know. I'll double check and see what's happening.
No, it's not frozen for me. It's working fine.
No,
it's probably just them. It's fine for me.
All right, excellent.
People are complaining again that they want a bigger picture of you. They're saying,
I love you guys. That's so heartwarming. You want to see my ugly face, man?
One user said, I keep telling you guys, why do you guys fix it, and then the very next stream you go back to that small ass.
Man, I will fix it right now for you.
Hey, he has 5 kids. What do you expect? I keep telling him to change the background that I made, but
I do my best. I got that short-term memory thing also. It's Friday night. It's late. It's a good time. So hopefully that works a little bit. What I'm eyeballing is Steve was asking about, is the recovery real or is it fake? Well, one thing I'm looking at is this massive volume right here in this range. So people sold a lot and people bought a lot back up is what I look at it as. And this little candle right here, it's kind of looking like a boom, step into the next range. It's looking kind of like a blue flag-ish. But we need to get over 20,006. We'll call it 20,700 to make it easy. And then you're in the next range from about 20,700 to, yeah, the next resistance would be around 21,600. So that gives you a nice range of about 4.5%. That's a decent range. You can trade the shit out of that. So that's what I'm looking at. But from there,
Jaja says make a custom list of the top 100, 200 coins. Don't use frozen 90 days.
Thank you. Good coin. Good call. Yeah, we would just do that based on.
Yeah, so yes. Sorry. I'm looking at my bot trying to figure out some stuff.
Did you hear what I just said?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. What'd you say?
You want to make a list of the top 100, 200 coins and don't use frozen 90 days.
Yeah, that's an idea. It's going to be kind of time consuming, but yeah, we should probably do that at some point.
Eagle?
Contribute and like make a list, then we can figure out what's the best 200 list.
That would be nice. We could start with even like, just 100 and then we'll add like, the next 100 later. So we don't overburden everybody.
No. Yeah, everyone just like, maybe everyone just picks out like 50 coins that they all think are going to be good, and then
we'll throw them in there.
And like some of them will be similar, but maybe then we'll have 100 coins, and then we can work from there, whatever.
All right.
We definitely need to get rid of anything labeled ST though. I keep telling you guys what.
Oop.
Hello, Arthur.
Hello.
No, but 100% you have to get rid of the ST. Anything that Kucoin has listed as ST.
As ST?
Yeah, so
Special treatment.
that's what I was just talking about. Anything, because your coin was listed as ST for a month.
Sorry. I thought you meant that way.
Oh yeah.
I heard you said that.
I don't think I ever finished what I was telling everybody about with the bot filters. If you wanted to make your own bot and play around, this is where you would make your filters to get the thing to start. This is just what they put on as default. You don't have to use this, but you could build a bot using all sorts of different things. Just depends on what you want. Here's some of the indicators they allow for: RSI, CCI, rate change, I believe that one is. You can have stop losses, algo switches. What's up, Bollinger Bands?
What do you think about maybe changing it from 15 orders 20% margin sale to 15 orders 15% margin sale? So then if you do less trades, you make a lot more money, but it's more risk. But
for which bot?
For my bot. Or should I save it for another bot?
Maybe save it for a different bot. It all depends on what kind of strategy you're trying to build. Yours is like good for when things are trending back up. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. So like that way, if it's trending back up, possibly.
People are still complaining about the size of your webcam.
Well, where did I actually place it?
Why do you guys fix it and then the very next stream you go? So they just wanted a little bigger.
Okay, no problem. All right, let's see. Maybe that will work.
All right, now you guys can stop belittling me on Telegram.
Let me see how it looks. There's just like a live lag, so it's going to take a second for you to be able to see what I've actually done.
So Juju responded, this is what I'm, he gave his listing.
Ah, yeah, perfect. Thank you. Much appreciated, JJ.
How many people are watching?
I'm not sure at the current moment.
I got 15 installed for me.
15 live people watching?
Yeah.
Welcome all. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Check out the links below.
Yeah, I got 50 people watching and 2 likes.
Nice. Thank you. Smash up that like button. Helps out the YouTube algorithm. Also, type in algorithm inside the chat to get the algorithm going.
Since Keith made me a mech bot, I can see that Steve hasn't liked our video yet.
Oh, Steve. Just lurking? Just lurking, bro? Can't have lurkers in here.
I'm watching it because I'm on my phone right now. I can't get it on my freaking laptop, so.
Ah!
Oh, man. Crypto, man. I can't believe this stuff what's happening today. It's awful. Awful.
Yeah, I'll go through the news one more time, see if I can find anything else, but this is starting to get a little bit late.
We got a couple of other people saying, yeah, I'm also stuck on Sand. What's up with Sand? One person said, hey, I'm stuck on Sol. A bunch of people are in here now. Someone said,
Alright, so let's look at Sand.
What's up, Keith? Long time no see.
Yo, what's up? Who's that?
Henry.
Oh, yep, I made sure to say hello. I tried to jump in the chat real quick. Alright, so let's look at Sand. This structure kind of looks the same. I mean, it's not quite a V bottom, but I mean, it's like a Quasimodo V. Let's get rid of the moon phases. It's not going to work on this.
So is that big enough for you guys now? A couple of you were complaining about that.
So let's get out of log scale. Go. All right. Wow. All right. So that looks like a really wow. bad top. I mean, good news is it probably is bouncing, but people sold a shit ton in this area. Man, what do people got against sand right now? I mean, long term, that's like a chart that not even a mother could love. I mean, actually, hold on. Hold on. Well,
It was looking good before the war.
yeah.
Just get rid of it.
Well, we'll go like this. You could still basically draw a line like that. I mean, look, you can still do that. It's accurate. Hold on, if it gets down here, down to 39 cents, you're really getting a good buy. And like I'm saying like it pops like that, but it's generally trending up still. Like you might have to be patient with this one, but if it falls below this line, then it's really looking bad because this thing is.
This was before launch, though. If you see, there's a reason why I just went.
It's down like 35%.
Everyone was getting in on it because this was right before launch, so that's pretty much like buy the news.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like if you're tracking it from the long term and you're trying to just kind of erase this noise right here, because that's kind of noise, right?
Yeah.
Are people generally? It looks like generally it's going up long term. So this is one of those like, are you gonna cut loose on it? Stop it. Or are you gonna hopefully it reverses here? Like maybe this is your low and maybe this is where it makes a higher one.
But I also like your previous idea because that's what I'm doing. I'm staking sand long term. So
yeah,
if you're stuck, you can just move it, stake it, and then let your bot get something else.
So someone else said Solana, right? I think Sol USD.
Yeah.
So you probably have some good. Now this one took a heavy hit because of Alameda and SBF. And, yeah. So
it's going to be difficult to read.
I mean, just generally, like if you zoom out, that's down like a lot. And from this area, it's 35%. But you in this bottom that we're seeing right here, a couple things I'll point out. It's kind of getting that V shape so far, but you're seeing the volume really ramp up. Especially like on this area, this bottom right here, you're really getting a lot of buy volume. So you'll probably see some follow through on this bounce. I don't know where they need to get out, but that looks like it's, you're seeing some signs of reversal here.
Wait, what number are people stuck at around? What number of trades are they at?
No, let's ask the chat. People in the chat, where are you stuck with Solon? Where did you buy it? Where are you trying to sell it?
I think there's only 4 people in this chat.
I'm showing 9 on my end now. It was at 15.
Yeah, mine's showing 4 watching now. So, or 9, I don't know. Could be wrong.
So my analytics, it says 14 people watching, 4 people active in chat. You're probably looking at the live chat. Steve.
Yeah. So
sorry, I'm trying to sign in.
So my analytics show 14 people watching, 4 people
That's
active
brutal.
on live chat. You're probably looking at the live chat analytics.
Oh,
Mike, where did you Where did your bot buy Sol, and where is it trying to sell? Got a little delay, so it'll take a couple seconds for him to hear me.
Yeah, I'm just looking at Sand and Soul. I'm just trying to. Sorry, I've been quiet. I was just looking at the two. They both kind of look like they're putting in their bottoms in the same area. They're gonna follow Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin's doing that, then these are probably gonna do it as well.
That's pretty much how all coins just follow Bitcoin.
Yeah, it makes it pretty fucking boring, unfortunately, as far as analysis goes. Like, if Bitcoin's doing it, so Bitcoin somewhere around 22,000. I mean, this is going to be coming down further.
Essentially, if Bitcoin drops, the altcoins are going to drop a lot more. And then if Bitcoin's going up, the altcoins are going to go up a lot more.
I mean, I'm just trying to be helpful to him. The question is, like, where's his exit price? And I think he answered that earlier, and I just don't remember because we've been breezing through a lot of stuff. No, he hasn't.
He just
no. Oh, okay, never mind.
Ooh. I asked him a couple times. He never answered yet.
That's all right.
Me?
No.
Mike.
The 3 people that are in chat that asked a question. So if you're asking a question, it's hard for us to answer if you're not giving us the full picture.
That's all right.
Well, just for future. So if you're asking us, what about this? Should I sell? Okay, well, we need to know where you bought it and then where you're trying to sell it, and then we can better answer your questions.
Yeah, some relevant levels on Solana. Around $20, you'll probably get a bounce up at least to that point.
I took the hit on Steve's bot. I manually stopped the bot and I sold Tezos, but I don't really. I didn't see Tezos ever going back up there anytime soon. That's why I personally was like, screw it.
So Tezos is an interesting one because that one, I don't think it has a max supply that I know of.
We got an answer. He's looking at 19 point. Oh, I just lost it.
Oh, well, I think you're going to get to 20 pretty soon. So
yeah,
I think you're going to be able to.
You want to hold Sol. We're not financial advisors, but we're saying that it should get back to 20. I agree with that.
Yeah, I was starting to look at Tezos, but
yeah, so I don't see it going back up to 1.4 anytime soon, so I pulled the plug.
So, like, as it was growing, it did pretty good. But, I mean, it lost whatever kind of uptrend it sort of had, and it's just kind of popping its bubble. And I don't even know, like, people even developing on Tezos, like.
Yeah, Tezos is huge on NFTs now.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Cool. That's sweet. I didn't know. Like, I used to like staking on them. I think I actually got some pretty cheap and staked it for a little bit and then got out.
Michael answered, Sol exit is 19.427.
So Tezos is currently focused on Web3.
I'm going back to.
I'm looking up at Tezos right now. Tezos believes the future of the internet is being built on Web3. That's why the future of the internet is being built on Tezos. Because we are all about Web3 revolution. Our user participation and governance at its core. Users can directly and frictionlessly interface with each other over a decentralized network, exchanging value and interacting with various applications without the need for intermediaries. Our whole thing with Tezos is we want it to be a user-governed and user-centric movement.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're going to get there in the next couple candles, Mike. When I adjust the stochastic, it's not really up near the oversold area quite yet, and I I don't have a reverse function on here. That is a more advanced oscillator function, but it would tell you. It would basically tell you the momentum. The momentum will continue up as long as it's above whatever price. So in this situation, generally when you get up here, it's going to be a break of like a resistance, which would probably be something like here or here. So I think you're going to get past your 19 mark in this area based on the oscillator. If the oscillator generally goes from low to high like this, which it looks like it's going up towards its high right now, I think you have the momentum to get into the $19 to $20 area. So just kind of hang on to that one. Just based on that quick little observation. See, 1 hour looks a little different. Pulls back. But, I mean, nothing's really going to go up in a straight line. 4 hours is going to produce more of a clean picture anyways. The 1 hour is going to have, you know, noise. Alright, is that about it? I think that covered a lot of questions, covered a lot of news. My bots are kind of in slow poke mode now since market's not doing a whole lot. Right now it's just trying to trade XMR, which is Monero. In case anybody doesn't know about Monero, that's a privacy coin. That one's pretty interesting. It's like an OG fork of Bitcoin that has ring signatures producing privacy. And Anchor, which we talked a little bit about with the cloud platform. So yeah, if you guys, thanks for joining us.
So we're 5 minutes behind. That's why they were taking 5 minutes to answer me.
Oh wow, I didn't know the delay was that long.
Yeah,
Sounds
so
about right though.
When we're talking, it'll take 5 minutes before they see it on YouTube.
Okay.
Keith, VTHO doubled in that little bull run, and now it's back down to its bottom again. So might be a good time to buy.
Let's look at VTHO. Isn't that one like a staking one? Like, can you stake that one?
Can you stake that, Steve? Did you hear him?
Yeah, it's like an alternate to VeChain, I think, or VET.
Yeah, VeChain. If you hold VeChain, you get VTHO or something, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I don't know enough about it, but it's interesting mechanics that, you know, if you're like doing, hey, I was looking at this one a while ago. Oh man, that was, the analysis was almost like on point on that shit. Like, I had a fucking swing pattern.
Yeah, it was.
If you sold at the 618, like that was your reversal, and from there on out it was down. On the weekly chart, that is. So long term, like, maybe let's clean up this chart real quick.
Just get rid of that noise.
Yeah, that's not a problem. All right. Because if this is,
Let's go.
well, I mean, this, see how long this one was? How
Look at
long?
that swing.
Yeah, but first I want to see a date range. How long did something like, this was like the initial 29 bars. That's probably a lot more than that. Not that it really matters.
Oh, and there we go. There's a steal.
Question is this a swing pattern going really, really long like this? I mean, maybe. Have to look at maybe some some news and see if there's anything that produces a catalyst, but it has been inside this range. Tighten that up just a bit. And so fall below the 001244 line. I mean, it's wicking off of it right now, so if you were to like zoom in, probably see it dancing along this line. Yeah, it dipped below it, and it's like, yeah. Steve, you probably just made a good call on that one. I don't know where you can get this or anything, but yeah, I mean,
really at its bottom, so I figured it's pretty much a good buy right now.
Well, let's pull up a. Okay, so I wish this would stop doing that. So let's do a Fibonacci. So if that was like one of the last highs, and that was like the low. Even if you could get up to the all right, so let's say that you actually get support here, and you were going to go up to the. All right, so the 382 would be a 98% rise, and then the 0.5 fib would be about 139% bounce, and then the 0.618, which is where if it were to set in like a major macro high or low and continue the downtrend, you're still looking at 180% bounce. Now things get interesting when you take out the level at 0.004011. So that high over there, which is at about a 300% gain, that's when things get interesting. To make the higher high and produce an uptrend, you're looking at about a 500% gain. Scuba Steve, damn you. Yeah, that's what I mean. So if you really wanted to like get aggressive and like head back up to 2 cents, that's not even at the prior high. That's just like using some of the fib extensions, like the 4236. That would be a 1400% gain. I'm not saying it's gonna get there, but like, let's say that it wanted to try to get close to the all-time high and fail. It's still a 1,475% possibility.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I was trading that at let's see, paying like 1.2 cents. I mean 0.12 cents.
That's when you had it?
0.012. Sorry, I'm trying to look at numbers on the screen. They're little for me.
Okay, so it's called VThor. And like you said, it is connected to VeChain. And
there's no news on it. I just checked. Nothing big's coming up on it or anything. So no FUD, really, no news.
All time, it's down massively. So what is it? It's one of the two tokens deployed by VeChain. VeChain was initially launched in 2015, but it then went through heavy rebranding in 2018. VeChain is the native token for the platform. VThor plays an essential role in overall functionality. Its primary purpose is to facilitate processes and transactions on the blockchain and essentially represents the smart contract layer on the network. Okay. That makes sense. So I guess it helps to increase the speed by moving the smart contracts onto this coin versus on VeChain.
I guess so. I'm not sure.
Yeah. I'm just looking at it for anybody that doesn't know what it is.
I remember VeChain was hyped on what was it? Core.com.
Yeah,
A long time ago. They were heavily hyping it up.
The other YouTuber that I like to watch, I Am George guy, he is a big fan of the hell is it? VeChain. I know you're not watching this, but shout out George.
I remember when Blockchain Ben joined our TG group.
Oh yeah, random. Shout out to you, Blockchain Ben, if you're watching. Shout out to CryptoPhil though. Hopefully you get to see this one. Big shout out to CryptoPhil actually getting a lot of followers from his group, and like we've been sharing his links as well. Check out his links in my description if you're not following him yet and the work that he's been doing with charity.
I added that to a tutorial group. I donated to the charity at the end of the tutorial video.
He also has a passive income group, so yeah, check out both the charity and the passive income group with CryptoPhil. Very good vibes in there, great people. Go check them out. And thanks, Phil.
Like pretty much what I said on the tutorial video is, even though the streets are blood red right now, it's still easy to find ways to donate. For example, this week what I did was I didn't drink coffee the whole week, so I just used the money I would have spent on coffee and I donated it to his fund just to show how easy it is to, like how we take things for granted.
Yeah, and a little goes a long way. If you're doing well, good karma, man. It's about good karma, helping out.
I'm trying to get rid of all the bad karma from all the ruggings. Revenuebot.com.
Actually, good point. I'll probably end with this because I'm the
Segway king.
Yeah. All right, guys. Have a good night.
All right, Steve. Have a good night, bro.
Yeah, Steve. If you followed my bets, you would see that I'm about 10 minutes away from hitting 600 today.
Crazy. I wish I did.
So I hit 500 Monday, and then I'll hit 600 today.
So here at the Revenuebot, a little bit of education. You can learn about the latest rugs. In case you don't know what it's like getting rugged.
I'm about to break the record for the
See, you felt that. You don't want to feel that.
You're gonna what?
I might break the record for the most demos in the first 5 days of this job.
Yeah, so
oh, your new job? Dope.
Yeah.
You can also find bot trading here.
While we got
Check
Steve,
out
we
the
should
Crypto After Dark.
Talk about his bot real quick. The problem was when Steve originally sent me the screenshots, he forgot to add one thing. So a couple of people, including myself, had the wrong settings. That's why Steve couldn't figure out what was going on. Correct, Steve?
Kind of.
What was you never sent me to change the restructuring.
Hey, you just change it however you want. I just changed to a different pair. You just pick another pair, but I don't know if it worked yet, so that's why I'm waiting.
No, I meant before you put your bot on the market. When you were trying to figure out what was wrong with my bot, remember?
Yeah, I sent you that, didn't I?
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying it now because this will be the first time we're talking about it on stream.
Okay, so what do you want to know? I'm sorry.
Well, it's probably not good to talk about it on stream if you don't have a straight answer. Like,
oh, we do have a turn. Pretty much before Steve put the bot on the marketplace, he sent screenshots of to people to test it, but he forgot to include that he didn't have restructuring on his. So a couple of people that were testing it had different settings than him. So that's why there was confusion.
I think we already spent that in the group chat and everything, though.
Yeah,
So,
keep that to the group.
yeah.
Save that for the group chat. Anybody that has that already knows about it. You know what I mean?
No, so I was trying to segue into the whole restructuring thing. Do you think we should have it or not?
I don't. I mean, it's up to you guys. It's not my. I mean, you guys can do whatever you want with your individual bots.
Yeah,
My
that's what I
bot
try to tell
doesn't
people.
not have it though. So everyone is the individual bot they can do what they want, but I don't like that in my bot. So
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get you to say. I'm trying to like push it. Why? Just say why you don't like. Pretty much why you don't like restructuring.
I don't like the restructuring because then it can slow the bot down to a crawl, and a lot of my trades go 7, 8, 9, 10 deep, and then if I have to restructure it, it's gonna get stuck at 7, stuck at 8 for days and days, and it's just not worth it. I'd rather just move through them, and I'll take the chance on a risk. If I gain 1% 29 days and lose 15% one day a month, I'm making still whatever 15% a month.
Yeah.
So, and I'd rather do that than like be slowed down like four different trades that end up taking 2 weeks of my time because they're slowed down
Time is
so
money.
much.
Yeah, time is money. I agree.
So,
And people have to make that decision themselves. Like, not everybody wants restructuring, and some people do.
So
Yeah.
the easy way to say this is if you want a riskier option, you can go Steve's Bots way.